Welcome to the after show. Melissa has a
Well,
this is a problem that you can legit only classify as like a 2026 human
Yes.
issue. First, what was it? First world problems.
first world problems, and people who order takeout all the time.
Yeah. Now, mind you, the reason we say first world problems is because back in the day, humans just existed to literally find something to keep them going. In the beginning, they're like, I gotta find something to eat today. Like, it wasn't guaranteed. They didn't have a choice between like a saber-toothed tiger or whatever. They were like, what if I happen to come across an animal and track it and catch it, then hopefully I can eat tonight.
It was pure survival.
Yes, survival. Now,
Oh God.
now it's this.
So my friend Jamie and I were just randomly texting about. I had mentioned that we had a food delivery here, like somebody brought us food, and he's like, "Oh my God, I almost ordered that last night," and then asked me a question. He said, "Do you ever go on your Uber Eats and go food scrolling and think, should I order or should I not?" And then end up with like 5 carts with something in them? And I said, okay, that is my life. That is my life. You have no idea how many times that I go on, because I do DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. I kind of go between the 3. There'll be nights where I'm like, all right, I'm going to have dinner, and I'll scroll and I'll put something in my cart, like, okay, I want this, but then I'll be like, but do I really want that? And then I'll go to another restaurant and I'll leave that cart in there and try to order from something else. And then by the time I'm done, there's times where I'm so undecisive or indecisive, whichever the word is, that I end up not ordering at all. That I just get frustrated, like I can't decide, and I starve.
From all the choices that you put in your
Yes.
cart, and then you decide not to eat.
Yes. That's happened to me. And Jamie said he does it so much that there's times he falls asleep and he's like, never ends up ordering anything.
Wait, so let's go back. What did he say again? I just want to make sure I heard it correctly.
He said, do you ever go on your Uber Eats and go food scrolling and think,
Okay.
should I order or not? And then end up with 5 carts with something in them.
So technically, he's really not hungry. He just goes on.
Sometimes. I think in this case, he was talking about, because lately he's been craving sweets.
Okay.
And he said at night he's been craving sweets. And he gets donuts delivered sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes
the Uber
he'll
Eats
do-
driver's judging the hell.
He'll do ice
if you
cream
if you get like a
sometimes.
9:30 order for donuts,
Yep.
you're just guessing poundage on your way to the person's house. You're like, this person got to be at least 280. That's hard.
He's actually lost 180
No,
pounds.
he looks fantastic.
Yeah,
He
but-
looks We went to dinner last week
Yeah.
with her friend. I haven't seen Jamie in person. Oh, since my birthday, actually.
He looks like a completely different person.
But he looked
Yeah.
unreal.
But that's the time you have to be extremely careful.
Right.
Because
And-
I've been there where I'm like, oh, I see the success. Maybe I can cheat a little
Yep.
bit. And
Yep.
then you just.
It's true. And once you start going down that spiral, it won't stop.
won't.
You have to stop it. That's why I've become so obsessed with going to the gym every day. Because I know if I miss one day, that could be the beginning of my spiral. And then I'll just stop. It's like you got to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, this is profound. Keep going with this thing that I talk about all the time.
I know you
and
do.
you get mad
I know
at me
you
about.
do. No, I don't get mad at you
What
about
else?
it.
What else?
No, it's just listen. Obviously, it's never as important to us until it happens to us. So I'm just saying.
I got to give everybody else another heads up. A lot of people already know this, but if you dabble in weed or gummies, that's another, it'll jack you up when it comes to your path of righteousness when it comes to your body. You have some weed or you take some gummies, and I've done this, and then you get the munchies,
Yeah.
and now you're scrolling and you're on the Uber Eats and stuff, and I start looking at Popeyes, Wingstop,
Oh my God.
and and Burger King, and Wendy's, and here, like you said, here comes 3 different meals at the same time because the munchies done hit.
Yeah.
And all the work you put in for the whole week is pretty much just blown up right then. So just be careful.
This is gonna make me sound so crazy, but you know what? Whatever, man. So I have a technique for that. Let's say, for example, I was planning to take some gummies tonight.
Yeah.
I track like a lot of times like what I eat and stuff like that. So if I'm planning to do that, what I do is on purpose. Okay, kind of like if you're gonna go out. Think of sometimes you're like, all right, I know I'm gonna go out to eat tonight with my friends, or we're gonna go to a certain place, and I know there's gonna be a lot of options for food there.
Mhm.
A lot of people, what they'll do is they take it easy during the day as far as eating. So they'll have in their head, they're like, oh, I didn't eat all day, so I could eat more at night because it'll make up for the whole day. I do that. Like when I plan to if I had planned to do gummies and things like that, I'm like, all right, so I'll probably get the munchies. So let me like not eat as much. So then I'll be able to like.
Wow, you
No,
plan for
nah,
munchies.
see, yeah.
I told you it sounded crazy from the
That's-
beginning.
that's-
I told you it
that's-
sounded crazy from the beginning.
You know how people say you have an inner child?
Yeah, I got an inner fat kid.
I have an inner fat kid
Yeah.
too.
I think we all kind of do.
So if I do what you say, the inner fat kid right now is locked up behind bars.
Yeah.
But he's bending the bars,
Oh.
and if I feed him, he'll get stronger, and then he's gonna bust out and just go crazy.
He's bribing the guards to give him the keys,
Right.
all
Yeah,
that stuff.
that's
and he's,
why,
And my inner fat kid is vicious. He's like, I'll blow you. Just
Stop.
let me out.
All right,
let me out.
Homelander.
When my wife still to this day tells the story of the first time we went like on a vacation together.
Mhm.
And when she's telling people the story, she goes, and I'll never forget, he looked at me and said, I'm letting him out. And she goes, I had no idea what he was talking about. Who are you letting out? And he goes, my inner fat kid. Me. I said that. That vacation, she's like, I never saw him eat like that, like to that point until that vacation where I was like, where are we going for breakfast? Where are we getting this? Where are we getting that? Pancakes, French toast. Oh, it was bad.
Memorial Day weekend just passed.
Mm-hmm.
I still have stomach issues because of my inner fat kid took over. I was getting ice cream 2 times a day.
Yeah.
I had mad drinks, mad
The
red
drinks
meat.
got me over
I
Memorial
was
weekend.
going crazy. And my
Yeah.
body, because I was doing so good with my eating and my exercise, my body rejected it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've been messed up. Even to today, I still like every morning, every night, I've been like, my
Yeah.
body's trying to adjust and clean it out. It's ridiculous.
We had a donut delivery today, and I picked one up, and it was one of my favorite
Oh
donut
my
places.
God.
And I took a bite, and I had to force
Oh
myself.
my
I threw the
God.
rest in the trash. I had to because I knew I would eat the whole thing. I threw it in the trash.
All right.
So what's
Melissa.
happening with these donuts?
Ramiro's taking them.
Yeah, I got.
But he's got
my,
kids this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister's grandkids are staying over. So with my kids and the other little girls staying over.
Yep. I can't
crazy.
do that. I
Did they
can't.
leave the other bag in the hallway?
They
Is there another
did.
bag?
They did, yeah.
No, I
So
can.
we have 2 bags of donuts.
Can I tell you another crazy thing I have?
What's that?
Specifically with donuts. I literally cannot recall the last time I consumed a donut with my mouth. What I do with donuts is, especially like those specialty places that they make like those like donuts that
Oh,
look
yeah.
almost like freaking
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
they're like sandwiches
Where they're
almost,
like $7 a donut.
yeah, those huge like specialty donuts. I can go open the box if somebody buys the donuts, smell the hell out of the donuts,
Mhm.
and then close the box and not eat it. And that will be, I'm crazy. I do some things like that are crazy. Crazy. Donuts that works with. Not all food. Some foods I have to just be like, don't even put that near me. Because when the IFK comes out, I've been known to polish off a tray of brownies.
Yep,
I've been known to I mean, just
Pizza.
a tray, like whatever. Whether like if it's like Thanksgiving and people are like, "Oh, I brought
Yeah.
this. I only make this for the holidays." Like those type of
Yep.
foods.
Mhm.
I'll be like, "Oh, let me try one." And next thing you know, I'm like, "Let me try 6." And the next thing you know, I'm like, "Let me try 9." And the next thing you know, they're saying, "Hey, can someone else try one?"
So brownies are your IFK's kryptonite.
Brownies and weird. I can't even say all sweets because I'm not like what are those Italian things that you stick the cream in? It looks
Cannoli.
sexual right now.
Cannolis.
I don't like cannolis.
Mhm.
I don't like hard things like that. But brownies,
Chocolate chip cookies.
chocolate chip cookies,
Oh, Lord, jeez.
chocolate chip cookies, apple pie specifically when it
Ugh.
comes to
I
pie.
love apple pie. McDonald's, believe it or not, makes a bomb apple pie.
What's another one? And then like specialty, like you know how sometimes somebody's like, "Oh, I make a special raspberry tart whipped cream whatever," and I'm like, "Yeah, gimme. It's weird. It's weird.
My inner fat kid kryptonite is fried dough.
Ooh, so you probably like churros too, because those are very similar.
Well, no, I have to be careful if I go to an amusement park. And every time I go, because once I get hit with that and everybody wants to get it and they want to put the sugary, I get that and I am messed up literally for the rest of the summer.
Yeah.
I have a hard time putting that inner fat kid back in its place.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. I am fried dough.
I feel you. I used to fried.
Oh, you know what? And you know
I
what?
could taste fried dough right now. The more you say,
you know what mine is?
What?
And it's funny because I do this now, and you'll be proud of me, Ramiro. It's much like the throwing the donut away. Pizza, cooked well done with pineapple. No ham, just pineapple, right? And what I've been doing lately is I have a couple friends that live in my apartment complex. Juan, my friend upstairs, who cooks every now and then, he'll give me food. And my girl CJ, Kara, who lives downstairs. So what I'll do is I'll order the pizza. I won't not have it if I want it. I'll order the pizza. I'll eat 2 slices, and then I'll give them the rest of the pizza. So they're eating off me at least once a week.
Oh.
I give it away. Yeah. I'm like, all right, who's home? First one, you're getting the rest of the pizza. Yep.
Oh, man. So they're looking out that window to see a pizza delivery, and they're like, don't cook. Don't cook. Melissa's about to text us.
I was thinking kryptonite. Kryptonite kills Superman. So you don't want to. It's more like you're David Banner and how do you unleash the Incredible Hulk?
Yeah.
And the inner fat kid is.
Except the Incredible Hulk in this case doesn't have abs.
Yeah.
He looks like.
Oh, no.
It's like if you saw The Mandalorian, how they have Jabba the Hutt's son who's like jacked and has abs. It's like it's like that's the Hulk, and we're unleashing Jabba.
By the way, Jamie came up with a name for what we were talking about in the beginning of the scrolling and putting things in carts and not ordering. Mealandering.
I don't hate
He
it.
says, I am the king of mealandering. And sometimes I fall asleep, I order food, and then the rats get up. That happened in his house one time. He ordered food one time and fell asleep, and they delivered it and left it out in front of his house, and a rat took a slice of his pizza. I'll never forget that when he told me that story. Yep.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for notifications also. Thank you.